Hey, what's up, my crypto comics compatriots? And welcome to Creating Comics with me, your host. I'm your editor in chief of Crypto Comics, aka M. Scott Russell. I'm your MC for the day. In this series, we're going to be building a comic from the ground up. Today, we're going to be working with my good buddy Fry here. Hey, Fry.
Hi, how are you?
But before we get into that, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you get notified whenever we post a new video. It'd also be extremely helpful if you could share out the video as well. Don't forget to chime in on the chat. We'd love to hear from you. In fact, by adding content on the chat, you could be listed as one of the creators. So, first off, howdy, Amy. How's it going? Okay. Now, this is the first video that we're doing where we're actually going to be creating a comic from the ground up, like I said. We're going to be inviting different creators on the show to work on just one specific aspect of it. So it could be a lot of fun, and we're definitely looking to the chat for as much information as we can get. Now, if you were watching the Monday show, there were a couple of ideas thrown around. We're actually going to be creating a new comic from the ground up, not just the Bob character. Bob will be a side character, guaranteed that. So, Fry. Okay. Now, we've both worked in the creative field for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be kind of brainstorming essentially what our characters are going to be, just the basics of them. The main character, the side character, we're going to come up with a little bit of a plot and start to come up with a Bible for the comic. Now, for those of you watching, the Bibles are a set of general rules. So we'll be deciding what genre we want to go into. We'll be setting limits on things like the violence, everything like that. How many pages we want each comic to be, as well as like setting a limit on the panel amount. So, okay. Now, first off, what kind of genre are you thinking? I've done a lot of comedy in the past, so I'm kind of wanting to stay away from the stuff that we've already done.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we have stuff like anthropomorphic. Like I said, we have comedy. There's fantasy.
That would be cool.
Yeah. There's, mythology, science fiction, steampunk. This series will definitely be a tutorial. There's action adventure, crime, fiction, nonfiction, manga. I mean, what are you looking at?
I don't know. What about chat? What does the chat think?
The chat, so far, we have Amy saying, howdy.
Hey. Well, yeah, let's see, chat. Let's get some ideas starting to generate here. That's the entire idea of this show. The chat can get rolling with it. While we wait for that, let's see.
Now, we've looked at comics in the past, specifically on Wednesdays, to try to see what we really like out of those series. What we've looked at was like Dream Keepers. We've looked at some from TCT. We've had some steampunk on here. So,
blue one's inside of the chat right now saying a mix of sci-fi with myth.
Oh, I like that. Okay. Mix of sci-fi with mythology.
I like that.
That could be cool. You know what?
Science fiction mythology. Let's do it. Let's go.
All right. So right here is just the comic, kind of coming up with the Bible now. So let's see.
Amy Fraser in chat says, I like ye.
Yeah. Okay, mix of sci-fi and mythology. Ooh, we could do a lot of stuff with that. That sounds fun. Okay. All right. So, let's see. Should we move on to the main character? Right now, for a side character, we're definitely going to have Bob. Bob is the Crypto Comics mascot, but just going to be a side picture, or a side character, I should say.
You want to do a side character or an Easter egg, or maybe just a nod to Bob, or
okay. We're just definitely going to have him in the comics, so let's keep him there. So, main character. Let's see. Should we go with a mythological character as the main character, or should we go with a new character altogether?
I mean, I feel like there's so much to pull from with mythology. We could find something really cool to go with.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Let me see. So just offhand, if you wanted to go with a sci-fi, I'm almost thinking, tell me if this is a bad idea or not. Somebody, an astronaut going to another planet where the mythological creatures are real.
That might be pretty cool.
Okay.
That would fit into sci-fi and mythology. Are we talking like Greek mythology, or are we?
Ooh. Typically when I think of mythology, I do tend to think of Greek, although, man, there's so many different to choose from. But I say, at least for the first little bit, let's stick with what we do know. So
yeah, I don't know much. Let's be realistic here.
Okay.
Oh, let's see here. In the chat, Amy says all mythology.
Okay.
So maybe the astronaut somehow lands on a planet where every different type of mythology is realistic, is a part of modern life.
All right. I like that.
All right. That means 100% Jesus has to make a cameo.
Oh my God. Okay, we do want to keep this safe for work.
Absolutely.
Okay.
100%.
So let's see.
Okay, so let's see. My favorite stuff in mythology was always with the Titans.
Oh, the Titans were good.
So, what would be another word for a Titan? Or names? I feel like if you take different characters, or you know what? Since it's sci-fi, what if objects had a type of personality attached to them based on a different Titan? So what if the astronaut ship was named after a specific Titan, and that helps us navigate through to find a plot?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, let's see here. What we got? Or do you use Titans as additional characters?
Or both.
That could be cool.
Okay. So, let's see. We've looked at dream keepers in the past, and I love the mythology that they've set up, where you have different ties to the humans. So,
Casey from Facebook's in chat saying, "Hey guys, how's it going, Casey?"
Hey, Casey. All right. So we have our the ship named after a Titan to help navigate through the plot. We have the actual Titans.
If we're not careful, we're going to end up just writing a Ridley Scott script. So
this is true.
I just made that connection in my head without even realizing that, Prometheus and all that was already used.
Okay.
So let's see.
I'm thinking of taking this into more of the comic book realm. So we will still, we could have some, grand adventures, some, cinematography kind of landscapes.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, definitely going to be in the comic realm. So, okay. Who do we want for the main character? Now, let's see. Let's take a look back at some of the actual comics we've reviewed. There was in Bazille's comic was such a great story where the guy had already set up kind of who he's looking, what he's looking to be. So
hold on, you got to hold on. You got to look at chat.
Wow. Okay.
All right. Blue One himself says astronaut from Earth has an accident while repairing damage on the ISS. Gets thrown adrift into the interstellar reaches, almost dies, gets picked up by Greek mythos spacefaring race. I say done. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay.
That's perfect. Dang, Blue One. That's awesome.
Okay. So now that we have that, damn is right. Okay. Let's see. Who should our astronaut be? Should we flip a coin on some stuff?
Let's see here. I'm trying to research this as we go. What about, I don't know how to pronounce this. Is it Fiathon? Fiathon? Phaethon, and the Sun Chariot. It's like, according to ancient myths, the sun was put in a chariot, and every day the god Helios would drive the chariot along the sky. That is how the sun would rise and set. This dude, whose name I cannot pronounce, was the son of god Helios, who secretly took the chariot one day to drive it. However, as he was young and inexperienced, he lost control of the horses and got killed. Okay. What if this is the character that finds our astronaut?
Perfect. What is that character? What's his name? Spell it one more time.
Phaethon.
Phat.
Phae.
Oh, A-E.
Thon. And someone in chat tell me how to pronounce that, because I'm a moron.
Yep. Okay. Not that I'm agreeing with you being a moron.
Sure.
Okay.
So let's see here. We need a name for our astronaut.
Yes. First off, do we want guy or girl? I'm not picky. Should we just flip a coin?
That works, or do you want to ask chat?
Okay. Chat, what do you think? Come up with the main character.
Male or female, first of all.
First one in chat. That's what we'll go with.
Everybody's
now they get quiet. Yep. Fat.
Maybe it says Pat.
Okay.
Remember that? Saturday Night Live? It's Pat.
Oh, yeah. Unisex.
Yeah.
I don't know how to write a unisex character.
Well, that's why you're teaching how to make comics, because along the way you have to learn.
Huh. Okay. Well, we said first one. Unisex character. Okay.
All right. Do we have one main character? Or do we have a couple? Or do we have a whole team?
Oh, now Amy says it was a joke.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's part of a comic book now.
Thanks, Amy. Okay. All right. So let's come up with another one.
Do we want?
Let's keep it a smaller team.
You want to do a team book?
Well, I'll tell you what. How many astronauts usually go up together?
2.
Only 2?
I don't know if that's usual, but I just instinctively just thought of the last SpaceX mission with Bob and Doug.
Okay. So we can go with 2, or do you want to look at the Challenger and see how many people went up there?
Yeah, let's research it. Let's find out.
Okay. Oh, it says varies. Sometimes there's 4.
Let's see. All the way up to 7, it says.
I think just for simplicity's sake, let's stick with 4. Because I'm pretty sure that the artists that are going to come on and help us actually work on this will eventually kick the crap out of us. Amy says 3 is the magic number. So
hey, I'm down with 3.
Okay.
All right, so we need 2 more characters.
Okay. So we have a unisex character. What'd you say, male and a female? Just to round off the cast?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. All right. Unisex. Let's go with, give me a country. Top of your head.
Me?
Yeah.
Or chat? Which one?
Dealer's choice.
Greece. Greece.
Greece? Okay.
Someone's got to have firsthand knowledge of the history.
All right. Now, for our male, let's go to chat. Can you guys name a random country? Just a random country. This is going to be the origin of the male.
There we go. Male named Brian from the U.S. Done.
Okay. Now,
all right.
Keep in mind, when we're creating this story, most of the time when we get contracted to write a story or something like that, you already have a specific set of rules that are established. This is what we're trying to establish now. So, like, if you go to a Superman comic or something like that, DC would be like, here are your characters. These are the side characters you're allowed to use. These are the ones you're not allowed to use. So, once again, we're creating everything from the ground up. So, we need female.
All right. So, we need a name and a country. Place of origin. Okay.
Yep.
What do you want to do? Go to chat on this one?
Let's go to chat.
All right. Chat. Let's have it.
Come on. What do you got for us, guys? Japan. Okay. Japan it is.
And what kind of a name?
Yep. That's a tough one. Okay, Fry, I'm going to put the name on you. I want you to look up Japanese female names and give me the third one that you find.
Yua, Y-U-A, means binding love and affection.
Okay. Y-U-A, huh? I don't think we really need to go into Suki, Facebook user says Suki with purple hair.
All right, chat. What do we want? Do we want Yua or Suki?
Either way, we're going with purple hair.
Adding purple hair.
Is that a last name? T-S-U-K, Tsuki.
So what? Now the name is Yuasuki? First and last?
Yua. Okay. All right.
Cool. Yuasuke.
And
We need Bria's last name.
Bria. Let's see. Should we go with something easy?
Do we want it easy?
Sure. Amy says. How about Smith?
Marino. Hey, you're the one that asked me to be on this thing.
I did. All right. So we have the main characters. We also need a name for our unisex character.
All right. Let's think of a name that would work properly in conjunction with male or female.
Alex?
Alex, I like it.
Okay. From...
Oh, Amy in chat says no to Marino, but it's too late. It's part of the Bible. You're going to have to be quicker than me.
Okay, let's see. Alex. Last name for Alex. I can't wait till we get to the point where we're designing these characters.
Yeah, it's going to get a little ridiculous.
Alex Uni? Is okay.
Uni, let's go with Uni. I like that.
Okay. We'll keep their origin and from Greece. Okay. So for the side characters, we have the whole.
And we got an accurate pronunciation there in chat. Casey on Facebook says, I think the name is Fant. Fiathon? Maybe she missed an O in there. I don't know. Let's see here. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to cheat again on this. We're going to ask Google to pronounce it for us.
We have here just Alex, like Madonna or Prince. Okay. All right. Do you have the pronunciation pulled up yet?
I am working on it.
Sure you are.
Okay, so it's pronounced differently in the United States than it is in Europe.
Okay.
We know that now.
All right. See.
Playing the video. Fiathon or Fiathon.
Either way. So
Fiathon or Fiathon.
We're gonna have fun with both.
There's two pronunciations for that. Which one do we want to use? Fiathon or Fiathon?
I say we make some jokes out of it. Have some fun with it. Now let's go on to the general info. How many pages? Now keep in mind a typical, like the standard monthly book is about 26 pages. That's because the artist could usually pump out about a page a day. The inker would then go on top of that at the same rate and stuff like that. So in a 1 month period, you have about 26 good days to work on it. So I don't think we necessarily need to go with a full 26, or do you want to go for longer? Chat's up to you.
Personally, I feel like a short story would be best, like a quick one shot, maybe 10, 12 pages is it. Just to set up the dynamic, and then you can always make additional comics off of that. However, chat rules on this one, man.
Yeah, let's go. How many pages should we be doing? Amy Frazier says 13.
Amy says 13. That's my lucky number. Let's go.
Okay. Now,
Amy knows why, because it ties in with the character's name.
Okay. So let's see. We're looking at the panel structure. If you have too many panels on a page, it's too much. If you have too few, it's too much, or it just doesn't look right. But then again, this is not a hard rule. How many panels should we have on the page on average?
I have always been a fan of the rule of 6 myself. But lately, more modern comics I've noticed are really going to that 9-frame layout. But again, screw, let's go to chat. Why not?
Yeah. How many panels? By the way, the 15 and 10 were not the panels. That was the page number.
Yeah, guys, and what we're going to do is we're just going to pull the first the first comment that comes up through the system. That way we can keep the video rolling along.
4 panels. Okay.
4 panel. Ooh, somebody likes art.
Now, keep in mind, this is not a hard rule. There are going to be times where we're going to break this, either more or, full page, splash page, whatever. So, okay. Let me see. Now, we do want to keep this book safe for work. We are going to have younger audience that will be watching this, following along in the tutorial. So I'm going to, right now, essentially say there will be no nudity in this, or sexual violence in this in any way. Now, I will also say...
I'm assuming you're going with strong language as well in there?
Yes. Okay. We will be staying away from the blood and gore in order to maybe to build more suspense. I like the old Hitchcock way of thinking about it, where you don't quite see it, but it's going on. So, okay. We'll be crossing off strong language. Now, we will be crossing off drug use. Okay. That leaves us with cartoony violence, think Looney Tunes, all the way to intense violence, think Inglourious Bastards. Where do we want to fall on that scale?
I say we keep it toned down quite a bit. Maybe go for some more slapstick.
Okay. What about like fantasy violence, like Lord of the Rings? With some slapstick mixed in.
What do you guys think, chat? Let's find out what chat thinks.
Okay.
Cartoony.
Okay.
All right.
So now, here's the thing. If you get into some of the old, like the actual mythologies of like Greek and stuff like that, there was a lot of alcohol and a lot of tobacco use. So do we want to avoid that or lean into it?
I say, of course we ask the chat, but my 2 cents on that would be if we're going with cartoony violence, no drug use, none of that kind of stuff inside of this book.
Agreed.
It's sounding to me like we would be aiming for a younger demographic. Okay. And so, yeah, I say we keep it in that realm. You know what I mean?
Okay. Now, we will also stick with mild language. Think damn, not the F word or anything like that. Okay. And comic mischief. I think with the humor, we could avoid the cruder humor. Okay.
Yeah, we can go away from crude humor and everything as well.
Yes, we'll be avoiding any of the incest topics. If you look
as another reminder, young audiences will be reviewing these videos.
Yes. So. Now, that is where it gets tough, because all the Titans and all of the Olympians, they were all brother and sister. You have the Titans one generation, and then the next generation, all brother and sister. So, yeah, we could definitely, it feels like you have to address it, but at the same time, we can still do it in a way that is kid-friendly.
Mm-hmm.
That will be our challenge. Okay. All right. So now that we have all of that, we are at the bottom of the hour. So 6:30, everybody. We wanted to keep these particular videos about a half an hour long, unless we bring in some really big guests, which we have lined up for you. It's going to be amazing. Okay. So let me just pull this up real quick so I can save it. Okay. All right. So that is going to be it for us today. We did have a lot of fun. I will get all of this written out for you. And
thanks for having me on, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks for joining us. So we'll be back next week doing the same thing. We're actually going to have basically going into the next step, which is actually really diving deep into these characters and creating some really, really cool things. So if you did like this video, make sure you smash that like button like you're the friggin' Hulk. Hit that subscribe to get notified of any upcoming videos. If you didn't like it, thanks for sticking around this long. Hit me up and let me know what you would like to see in these videos. Until next time, as they say in my hometown, do it with passion or not at all.